saw in the first game in this last week, defenses blitz your offense more than the other three teams that you faced. What have you guys found that dictates whether they're going to send extra rushers or not this season?
I can't say that we found anything to give off their tail. Like I said, we have to be prepared to play against the opposition and attack anything and everything that they show us,
Where do you feel like you are as an offense in the red zone as far as the passing game goes? And is that an area you feel like needs to be sharper?
We run the ball so well in the red zone. It's kind of what we kind of done. We run it really efficiently in the red zone. So.
What makes you so effective as a short yardage runner in your own right? Is there a knack to it? Is it just getting a feel for the blocking?
No, I think, we run quarterback sneak really well. It's a testament to the guys up front. And I just kind of follow their lead.
You said the other night you didn't like being 5-0, or I'm sorry, you didn't say you didn't like it. You said you don't like hearing about 5-0. The next day, Nick said you have a lot of experience being 5-0. How have you, in the past, navigated these situations when your team is kind of the top team in the league?
It's the same way that I'm doing it right now. It's just attacking every day. We can't get caught up in anything but the process, and that's what matters the most. Taking it day by day, trying to climb every day, and just winning the day. That's the mentality I have, and I think that's the mentality we have as a team.
Was there somebody who told you, who helped you out take that mentality? Was there somebody in particular that gave you that day-by-day mentality?
I think, just throughout my experiences, definitely the things that I've been through, I've had to endure, and just really being in the moment, being where my feet are. Obviously, being at the University of Alabama and Oklahoma, and all those different experiences, building it all up. But everything is a journey, and that's something I really believe, and you just have to take it day by day, truly control the things you can, and put the work in daily.
3rd and 12 in the game that you checked to Dallas that everyone says is a player of the game. We've seen you before check to Dallas. Why do you trust him so much in those situations?
Well, I think he's a big-time player. Made a big-time play in that moment in the game. Really made big-time plays for us throughout the game, the whole entire game. And it's not only the trust I have in him, but everybody on the field. And in that moment, his number was called, and he answered.
You're on pace to break the record for rushing attempts by a quarterback by like 50. Lamar Jackson said it a few years ago. Are you okay with that? Do you think it's sustainable, and do you think you can hold up physically taking that kind of approach, I guess?
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes.
The flip side of not liking to hear about being 5-0 is, as you told us, it's hard to win in this league. Do you allow yourself to appreciate the wins?
I do. I do. It's very hard to win in this league, and I think that's the balance that I have to obtain in knowing how hard it is, but also being eager and hungry to want more. And that's what it is. When you have self-disappointment, that should breed to self-improvement, and just striving for more. And that's always what I'm going to do. Enough is never enough, and it's always going to be that way. And for me, win, lose, or draw, the process remains the same, and it goes on.
Kind of along those lines, since you've been with the Eagles, you guys haven't really had a game like this against the Cowboys where you guys are both at the top of the league. How does that change anything in your preparation? Do you kind of look back to, when you were at Alabama playing someone like,
No, it doesn't change anything.
Jay, as the team captain, how do you go about welcoming undrafted guys in the practice squad, and guys that might not be playing on Sunday, but they help you throughout the week get ready?
Yeah, I think it's very important to have a great relationship with everybody on the team. I say it takes everybody, and it really does. I say we're a family, and that's the type of environment you want to be around in order to win big in the end, and that takes a collective group. Not individuals, but a collective group, a team. And that's from the scout team, that's from the strength and conditioning staff, that's from the trainers, that's everybody.
The game situation that Arizona was in the other day is something you guys could be in at some point. When you start your slide, do you usually know where on the field you're starting your slide?
I mean, I know the rule has kind of changed over the years, and it's some, you try and be mindful of throughout the game, and he was a little short, so it benefited us.
Both Shane and Nick have said that you've improved in how you've handled the blitz. When you see it pre-snap or it's happening, are you the type that you feel like this is an opportunity for a big play, or do you feel like, okay, I gotta just make the safe play?
I think it depends on what mode we're in. Obviously, every play tells for a different outcome. Obviously, we want to have a positive play every time we call something. We just want to kind of take advantage of what we're trying to do and the intent of what we're trying to do. And I think there are opportunities to attack, and I think there are opportunities not to.
You have a guy like Lane Johnson who hasn't given up a sack in a long while. How comfortable does it make you feel as a quarterback to have him on that right side?
Well, I see how Lane works. He works 25/8, like it doesn't stop. He's always doing something to activate some part of his body. Mentally, he's on another level in terms of his focus and what he's trying to do. And he's a great. I mean, he's the best. He's the best doing it. So I see how he works. So nothing ever surprises me about how he plays.
You ever seen a receiver built like Devontae who plays as tough and physical as Devontae does?
I don't think there are many out there. I've been saying that for a long time. I always joke with him in college. Even now, sometimes I'll be like, how much you win? And this is every year I ask him at some point. It's always the same. But he plays with a dog mentality, and he's tough.
How much does that, let me just follow up, Jeff. How much does that inspire guys around him to see a guy who's 165 who's playing that style of football?
I've never really thought about it that way. I just know him as a competitor he is. I don't look at him and see size. I see a hell of a player, a dog, and a great receiver.
Have you been made aware of, maybe you saw it, some of these personal fouls have been called on pass rushers that hit Tom Brady and then the one this past week, on Monday night? Where do you stand in terms of that and also allowing you to play the position?
I think there's a balance with it. Obviously, I want to be protected back there, but those are things that I really can't control. So I just kind of let them do their job.
Cool. Thanks, John. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.